I'd like to welcome everybody to Ivy Tech Community College, the Ivy Tech Kitchen. This is Chef Alita, and I'm Chef Carol, and today we're going to be teaching you some knife skills. I'm going to have Chef Alita demonstrate proper knife holding and knife sharpening and some actual cuts using an onion, a cucumber, and a celery. So I'm going to turn it over to Chef Alita, and she's going to be demonstrating to you first how to properly hold your knife. She's going to take her knife, and she's going to show you how to position your fingers by placement and index finger placement. She's then going to show you, before getting started, how to sharpen your knife before doing your actual cutting. You will take your knife using your steel at a 45-degree angle, and you will slowly come down to one side. You will then turn your knife the opposite direction and come underneath your steel at the same angle. The positioning of the knife handle is the same for both a left-handed and a right-handed student. Once the knife is sharpened, you will then proceed to use a plastic cutting board, properly sanitized, and you will begin to start your cutting. We'll first start out with celery, and Chef Alita will be demonstrating you some julienne cuts by properly placing the tip of the knife down on the cutting board and cutting the celery down the middle. She will then insert the knife and make several slits into the celery. Once the celery is to the size that you want, or if you want, you can make dices. You can proceed by placing your knife on the cutting board, as Chef Alita is demonstrating. You will use a rocking motion when you do make your cuts. She will begin to do the rocking motion. She's making what we call squares or dicing. It's a constant rocking with the knife, back and forth, back and forth. You don't have to be fast when you're a beginner. Speed will come in time. So those are actually your diced celery cuts. Chef Alita will now demonstrate to you on how to cut an onion. Before properly cutting an onion, it will be cleaned and to this state of the onion, and the onion will be cut down the middle. The onion is then placed half down, hand on the onion, and diagonal slices into the sides of the onion before making your actual cuts to the onion. You will hold the onion and make slits from the tip of the knife down into the onion. Once the onion has been sliced completely through, you will cup your fingers in the same manner as Chef Alita, and you will cut diagonally down into the onion, making your squares or dice. When getting to the end of the onion, you will lay the onion down for safety, and you will continue to slice the onion in the same manner by cupping your fingers and the rocking motion of your hand with the knife. And there you have it. The onion is completely diced. We will now make some circle cuts by using a cucumber for the demonstration. going to make some circles, and circle cuts are done at a jagged motion. As you can see, it's not a rocking motion. Because of the height of the cucumber, you have to cut off the board and into the board. So the rocking motion is not done. These slices could be used for salads or just for pickling, eating purposes. And there you have it. The slices are all complete and ready for your plating. Proper sanitation is important, and you can use your board for several vegetables. You do not have to clean your board in between time. If you are cutting meats or other types of heavy soiling type vegetables, you will need to sanitize your board in between your cutting. However, today we've demonstrated 3 basic cutting techniques, and we hope that you've enjoyed this presentation, and we look forward to making more videos in the future. Thank you for joining us. Our videographer today has been Helen Thomas. Our technical support has been Robert Lopez. And we have Chef Alita Abeda. And I am Carol Basden, and thank you for joining us today.